Well, some of you might find this interesting. This is a bee swarm trying to get into my dad's house. I'm going to remove this swarm. You see the size of it. There's an old hole there where a beehive once did get inside between the second story and first story of this house. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these bees wet. This is just normal water and a spray bottle. And this keeps them from getting all flyy and stuff, and kind of makes them stick together. You can use sugar water as well, but just the water will do exactly what I want it to. I'm just spraying a mist on them. This will keep them from just flying around too much. I'm going to sweep them into this nuke box so that I can carry them to where they are going to be established in a full-size hive. Alright, so they're pretty well coated. This box has a couple of frames for the bees to climb up on, but this will probably weigh somewhere between 2.5 and 4 pounds. So I'm just going to start down here. Now, you can see the hole here they're coming in and out of. What I want to do is I want to get these bees going back to this box. So, I'm going to partially lid the box. If I got the queen, these bees will come back to the box. If I didn't, they're only going to come back to this hole. If I got the queen, the bees that are in this box will stay in that box and more bees will start coming to that box. If I didn't get the queen, then they'll just go back to wherever she is. Make sure I prop that lid open so they can get in and out. A lot of bees are coming out of the wall. Is that right? See how they're pouring out of the wall now. And there's a cluster there on the corner. I'll brush that off here in a little bit. But having all these bees come out of the wall is making me really happy. Tells me that the queen may not have been in there. You can see on the box they're congregating on the edges and they're fanning. You can hear them. That fanning sound is spreading the pheromone of the queen, who apparently is in that box. They're fanning it out, basically giving the signal, hey, come here, come here. And so all the rest of these bees that are flying in the air will smell that and they'll start landing there and coming to that location instead. So apparently I did catch the queen, because this kind of response from the bees, them totally just leaving where they used to be and going to the new location, that kind of response only comes whenever they know that they don't have a queen in that old spot anymore, and that they know that the queen is now somewhere else, so they're following her. So they're leaving because I moved the box that I had brushed them into over there into the shade. And they are currently moving into that box pretty well. Thousands of bees in the air right now. You see them congregate on the box. And this will probably take them about half an hour to kind of fully abandon the old spot on the house and move into this, or onto this box rather. There's a lot of bees here, so they're probably not going to all fit inside the box. They're probably going to be all over this ladder and all hanging off the bottom of the box and stuff. So we shall see. So now I'm going to show how many bees have gone inside this box. A really good number of bees. I'm going to transfer these little frames from this nuke box into this larger box that it's sitting on. To give them more room, because there's a lot of bees that want to come in here but don't have a whole lot of space. I'm trying not to crush any bees, because right now they cluster up so much, it's really easy to crush them. I'm going to spray down the bees that are still in this box here. I'm going to give all these bees a light coat. So they stop flying around and become manageable. And so I can dump them in here. You can see how they just kind of pour in. I'm gonna lightly lid this thing. The rest of the bees will start making their way here again. When it's full and the bees have stopped flying for the most part, this box will get closed up and moved to a real hive location. You can see the hole that the bees were going in and out a lot. There's only a few stragglers still there. I'm going to close that hole off with a one-way entrance or a one-way escape. That'll make the bees go out but not come back into that hole. And then after we get the rest of the bees out that way, that'll get plugged up with expanding foam. So we're going to go over there and take a look at the box and see how much they've calmed down. So here's the box that we saw earlier. With all those bees inside of it, and they've really calmed down. There's no more bees flying around. So we'll take a look. We'll take a look down here and see how chill they are. They've completely accepted this box. So I'm gonna close it up, and I'll be taking it back to where we have more hives that my mom keeps here at the property. So, all in all, pretty easy, successful swarm catching.